So, interesting night of boxing. Interesting night of boxing, man. Andy Ruiz versus Antonio Moran. Andy Ruiz still getting his feet wet in boxing. I'd say this was a step-up fight for him. Early on, it looked like Moran was giving him some problems. He had to figure him out. It seemed like every time Moran would hit him with certain combos and punches, he would get kind of like buzzed and kind of thrown off track. And I was like, damn, a lot of people saying, uh-oh, Moran is gonna get it done, and he gonna get the knockout and stuff like that. I already knew. I think it was inevitable what was gonna happen. I was like, eventually Moran was gonna got. I was like, eventually Andy Ruiz would get up to him. Andy Cruz, I'm sorry, y'all. Andy Cruz. I said eventually Andy Cruz would catch him, and that's what happened. Fighters, they need this kind of stuff. They need these kind of fights. I think Andy Cruz was 4-0. I think now he's 5-0. He needed it. He needed this kind of fight for him to, gauge his patience and stuff like that. I think this was a very good test for him early on in his career, because he was buzzed a few times, but he shook through it, and he clipped Moran with something, and then that was probably the end of that. That was the start of the ending for Moran. Same punch that Devin Haney clipped him with years ago. But as you see, Andy Cruz, he didn't really. He threw it with much less effort. But Moran is a warrior. He always gonna be a warrior, but sloppy fighter. And it was inevitable that was gonna happen against a counterpuncher like Andy Cruz. So Cruz gets the win, and a lot of people are now wondering, does Andy Cruz beat Keyshawn Davis? He can counter Keyshawn, man. If they was to fight today, he would catch Keyshawn with some good counters, man. But I think Keyshawn Davis would more than likely stop him if they was to fight. Like, at least like right now, I think Keyshawn Davis would stop him. Listen, man, Keyshawn Davis is one of them fighters, dude, that I ain't betting against right now, bro. He's still developing himself. He's still getting better. But a lot of people want to see him fight Cruz, because Cruz, they had a good run when they was in the amateurs and stuff like that. So, we might see that. That might be coming eventually. Maybe another year or something like that, or two. Who knows? But I don't think that's gonna happen right now. Especially with Keyshawn Davis, he might end up being at 140, and Cruz might still be at 135. I don't know how these dudes be making 135, man. Those are some big dudes, man. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Much love to them. That was an excellent, a nice scrap to gauge where Andy Cruz was at, and he accomplished it. He still got some work to do. Very crisp counterpuncher, though. His reflexes is ridiculous, man. I noticed that too. He has very good reflexes, Andy Cruz. But he got the win. Now it's on to the next. Who knows who's next for Andy Cruz? But I'm pretty sure as he goes up each fight, he develops, learns more from the last one, polishes skills. I think he'll probably end up with a belt eventually. Maybe not now, because there's other moving parts right now at 135 with other fighters and stuff, but he'll get there. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the scrap between Andy Ruiz and Antonio Moran. It's your boy Rebel Life Boxing, man. Catch y'all in the next one, and I'm off this.